Lance Hall here for Let's Discuss with Lance Hall. Happy to welcome Jesper Lindgren of the band Velvet Insane to the program today. How you doing, Jesper?
I'm fine, and thank you, man. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm doing really good. I understand all of Europe is involved in some football games.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I just got off a Zoom meeting with Mike Koch of Witchcross, and he was in the same predicament you were, trying to watch the game and do the interview.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mm.
But hopefully, I get a nice surprise after this interview when Sweden have won against Ukraine.
Okay.
Yeah, but let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You never know.
You have released a couple of tracks. The album is going to be called Rock and Roll Glitter. It's coming out in July. Do you have a date in July it's going to be released?
Yeah, the 16th of July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. The two tracks that I have heard so far have been fantastic. Backstreet Liberace, one of the catchiest tunes I've heard in quite a while. You've got Dragon from Helicopters on it as well. How did that all come about?
Actually, me and Dragon have been friends for a couple of years now. We are doing a beer together, actually called Riff. Like three different beers, lager and an Indian Pale Ale and a non-alcoholic. And I just showed him this song. We have recorded a simple demo of it, and he liked it and wanted to be a part of it and wanted to sing. And then he talked to his bandmate Nick Anderson from the Helicopters and Lucifer and Tom and like 20 other bands that I play with. And Nick liked the song as well, so he together with me played the guitar solo. So yeah, it's pretty good and pretty cool.
What was the idea behind Backstreet Liberace? For one, that's a great title, and then it's just such a killer tune. How did it all come about? Title and tune and everything.
Yeah, actually, we wrote it together with our producer Sulu Carlson from the Diamond Dogs, and he came up with this title, and it's like about like it's kind of cocky, and we wanted the first single to be that a punch in the mouth. So yeah, and Liberace is an old piano player who got a pretty over the top kind of image.
Very flamboyant, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's a cool title and it's a cool track, and I really like how it all came. How it's been in the end when we recorded it, and yeah, it's an honor to have Dragon and Nicky on it as well.
The shooting of the video, was it as much fun as it looked in the video?
Yeah.
It looked like you guys were having a ball.
Yeah, it was a blast actually. It was recorded pretty simple, together with a guy called Jonathan Nyström, who's a pretty famous video director here in Sweden, and we recorded it actually at a brewery in our hometown. Yeah, so we just put up the lights and painted a wall and played.
Knock back a few beers and go out and have some fun.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah. The second single you've released is Sound of Sirens. Just a gorgeous track. Reminded me when I heard it of a cross between Enough's Enough and some of the Matthew Sweet stuff from the early 2000s. Mid 90s. Just a gorgeous track. How did that one come about? Because I want to get into the video, but I want to talk about the tune first. How did that one come about?
Yeah, we wanted to have a song that showed a pretty different side of Velvet Insane. We got a lot of 60s influences from like Nick Drake and Tim Buckley, and of course Beatles. And we wanted to show that kind of influences. And yeah, and I really like the song, and I really like how it all came about. And yeah, it was a blast recording it. Actually, maybe the most fun song to record from the album. So yeah, it's a pretty cool song, and I love how it sounds, and the 60s stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm really
definite
glad.
throwback type of tune. And then the video is just fantastic. You guys' attention to detail in this video. You got the Kiss posters. You got a big poster of ABBA there. The albums on the stand there with Ace and Cheap Trick and Mott the Hoople and the Bowie album. Rotary phone, the big wind up alarm clock, the headphones with that big cord, great throwback video. Looks a lot like my teen bedroom.
Yeah, and that's what we wanted to do. Actually, we had an idea, and we had recorded some parts for a different video for the song, but it didn't feel like 100%. We weren't 100% happy about it, so we just smack some posters on the wall, and like find all this kind of stuff at home, at the home of my grandfather and grandmother. So we just smack it up on the wall, and we just called Jonathan again, and it's actually recorded in my old apartment.
Okay.
I just moved from it like a week after we recorded the video. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah,
what I liked, go ahead, I'm sorry I cut you off.
Yeah, it's just so simple.
What I liked was you not only had the Ace Frehley solo album setting there, but you also had the poster from the solo album on the wall. Those are hard to find nowadays.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, it's from my record collection. So we just picked out some records that we liked that I had. So yeah,
right.
The top 5.
Definitely. Are we going to get any more singles or anything before the album comes out, or is there one going to come out, say, the day the album comes out, or anything like that? Videos?
Yeah. The next single will be about the same date as the day as the album, and it's recorded at an airport, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Very cool. Looking forward to that. You started the band back around in 2013, came up with Velvet Insane because you wanted a larger than life band. You came up with a larger than life name. That's a great name. Where did that name come from?
Actually, it doesn't mean anything. It's just 2 words that I put together that sounded like it could be the name of a 70s glam rock band. So yeah, it just sounded great. And I and we have thought about pick another name, but we always come back to Velvet Insane, and yeah, somehow it's been stuck in our heads. So
that's it. Yeah, that's a great name. It's kind of the way Tommy James came up with a lot of his song titles. He just liked the words Crimson and Clover and Crystal Blue Persuasion and stuff like that. You just put words together that sound cool and then do something with it. So that's awesome. And you met Jonas by accident?
Yeah, actually I did, at the local club. I needed a band to play with, because I just quit my old band, and my manager had just passed away, and I just got back to my bedroom, and I just sat down and wrote some songs and came up with this band name, but I didn't have anyone to play with at this concert. And I had the rehearsal. My rehearsal place was downstairs in the basement of a club in Östersund, and Jonas, yeah, he was at that club and drank some beers, and we just started to talk, and we like the same kind of music, and yeah,
Yeah.
and we just started to try to play together. In Jonas, he was the drummer at first, but he is an amazing showman and entertainer, and yeah, so he switched to vocals to be the lead vocalist. Actually, like the night before we did this concert, so we just called a friend of ours to play drums. So
Nice. And who do you have on bass?
Ludwig Anderson. He's an old childhood friend.
Excellent.
Of mine. Yeah, from school.
Cool. Going back to your childhood and school and stuff like that, you came from a very creative family. You were encouraged to be creative with art and music and stuff like that. Must have been pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. Especially we had all this music and all these record collections, and both my parents likes a lot of music, and encouraged me to find all these cool bands. The first band I found was Kiss. I found it from an old tape, and the album Double Platinum, and from that I just started to buy all the records, and both my parents bought me new bands and all kinds of stuff that they thought I would like Rod Stewart, and show me all kinds of music. So yeah, it was really cool actually. So I'm really proud of my childhood actually.
Absolutely. Your school years sort of sounded a lot like mine in places. You escaped to your bedroom and practiced being a rock star. I used to escape to my bedroom, and I did a lot of writing, which I think, and research, which I think prepped me for doing interviews, so in a way similar but not, but it's a pretty cool experience, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It was a fantastic time, and it was really creative, and I just loved music, and I still do. But it's something special about the first years when you're a teenager and you found all this great music, and you just all that you have in your head is 100% music, and that you want to be a rock star, and you want to learn to play guitar like Ace Frehley or Steve Clark or Nick Drake and all your idols. Yeah, so it is a really special time, and I can picture it's pretty the same for you. And as a writer, you find all kind of like writers that you like, and all kind of
yeah. There's something about discovering it all for the first time. I remember discovering Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple, and Kiss was there for me as well. The first time I put Destroyer on, just blew me away. And there's something about it, and I don't get it as much, but I still do once in a while. And I'm not blowing smoke here, trying to kiss your butt on this, but I felt it when I first heard Backstage Liberace. It took me back to this, that joy of discovering new music. I think as you get older, you get a little jaded at times, but when you hear something special, it. And I thought that was a special track.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
it really means a lot to hear that. So yeah, thank you. And I agree. It was a while ago. I haven't found a lot of new music that I like. I just go back, and I have listened to a lot of 80s and 70s and 60s songs and bands and artists, and it's always um, it always I always find something new, and because there is so new, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot of great bands out there, and
Right.
especially in the 70s and 60s. Yeah,
I agree. I call it finding new old music, you know.
yeah,
It's just something about it, you know. It's very cool. Now, how about going forward with Velvet Insane once the albums come out? What is the situation like over in your part of the world? Are you going to be able to play some gigs? Or you have anything lined up live, or is everything still sort of in limbo?
yeah. We hope so. We really love to tour. That's one of the biggest reasons why we are playing in this band, actually. And so we hope, and we are working on that a lot right now. And we have some ideas and always writing new songs. So hopefully we will release some and record some new materials as well. But the focus will be on the on go out on and tour and play a lot of shows.
I read the only place you could find really good live music that you liked was at this place called the Rock Bar at the Plaza. Was that sort of recently, or was that back when you were younger?
Yeah, that's actually a few years ago. Like 5 years. I don't think that place are open anymore. And there isn't really a music scene, not a rock and roll scene in Östersund, really. And I don't think rock and roll is in Sweden isn't that big. It just like a lot of A&R bands and like 80s sounding melodic bands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
So have you, although being from Sweden, have you developed, a good following over there with your singles and stuff that have come out so far? Has the response been good in your part of the world?
Yeah, it has, and we are really happy about it, and we are really looking forward to share the whole album, because it's 11 tracks that we are really proud of, and we think it's actually I got the record in front of me now, the vinyl. I just got it today actually, so
Wow.
it's pretty special,
Yeah.
and yeah, there is a lot of songs that we are proud of on it. So we are really looking forward to get the feedback and hear what people think of it.
Yeah. With social media and YouTube being such a global presence now, where's like the furthest away you've gotten some feedback on these new Velvet Insane songs?
We
You
got
know,
some. Sorry, what did you say?
the furthest away from Sweden, that is, have you heard from, like Australia, New Zealand, or Japan, or anything like that?
Yeah, from this, the both songs are going great in Italy and Spain and the Great Britain actually, and yeah, and we really looking forward to go. Actually, our main countries are actually Italy and Spain, so we are really looking forward to go back there and to play. But we have gotten a really good feedback from all over the world, from Japan as well. So it's a really it's a really great and fun time now. Just when the record is around the corner and yeah.
Right. Hopefully you build up that wave and then ride it for a while,
Yeah, hopefully.
If you could go out and do like a world tour, what band would you like to hook up with to go out and play with?
It would be a blast to go out on a tour with the helicopters. We are they are doing great stuff, and I really like Dragan and Nikki. So we think it would be a lot of fun. It would be a blast actually. And Ludwig is a really big The Helicopters fan, so
Okay.
that would be amazing. But of course, like it would be a blast to tour with Kiss.
Mm,
The the last shows they are doing, and yeah, the Darkness are pretty cool.
yeah,
And yeah,
yeah,
actually, every band out there actually. So
yeah.
it would be
You know, a band that just popped into my head. I hadn't really thought of them literally until a few seconds ago. I would love to see you guys go out and do a show with the Struts.
yeah, that would be cool. That would
Yeah,
be cool.
yeah, and that'd be a great double bill. So, talking with Jesper Lindgren of the band Velvet Insane here for Let's Discuss with Lance Hall. Their album Rock and Roll Glitter comes out July 16th. Where can we go to get the album once it comes out, Jesper?
Hopefully at your local record store.
Okay.
But check out Sound Pollution, our record company. You can find all the information there.
I would
And
imagine if somebody went to like your Facebook page, you would have a link up once it comes out.
yeah, if we have, and you can already now you can pre-order the album, and if you do so, and we are doing a limited edition gold vinyl.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. It's gold with a little glitter on it. So
Nice.
yeah,
Excellent. I'm really looking forward to hearing the rest of this album. I've loved the first two tracks, and I'm definitely looking forward to hearing the rest. I know it's going to be fantastic. So, Jesper, I always like to wind things up with just some fun, silly questions, maybe questions you've never been asked before. Sound good?
yeah, sounds great.
Do you have a favorite superhero?
Um, let's see. I really loved comics when I was a child, but my favorites were like Spider-Man and Batman. I would say.
Cool. Did you have a favorite villain from any of those comics?
Yeah, I really like the Joker and let's see, the Joker and Venom.
All right. Favorite class in school?
Music.
Music.
Yeah.
Would you rather have the power to be invisible or to read minds?
Invincible, so I could disappear.
What is your favorite season? Are you a spring, summer, fall, winter?
Summer.
Summer.
Yeah,
All
100%.
right. What is a one basic item you always bring out with you on tour? Something that's got to be thrown in your suitcase.
Yeah. Besides the guitar and the cables and the guitar picks and strings,
Yeah.
um, and stage clothes and makeup and all that kind of stuff. A tricky question, but headphones.
Okay.
So you can
Yep.
do music and podcasts when you travel.
Excellent. Oh, I had one question right on the tip of my head. Oh, okay. If you could speak any other language instantly, what language would you pick?
And let's see, maybe Spanish. I actually went to a Spanish class for like 3 years, but I didn't learn anything. So yeah, maybe Spanish.
Very cool. Favorite toy as a child?
I had a stuffed like like a monkey from a popular movie called Pippi Longstrump, and it's yeah, it's a monkey that I always had with me everywhere.
If you could go back in time and eat one of your mom's home cooked meals from your youth, what would you have her make?
Hmm. Um, maybe my favorite dish is actually a Swedish dish called raggmunkar. You can Google it if you don't know raggmunkar.
Okay, sound good. Last one. This is the one we have the most fun with. If they were to make a biopic of movie of your life, what actor would you pick to portray you in the movie?
That's a really hard question. But maybe, uh, he's too good looking. But I would say Jared Leto.
Okay.
But he has to stop working out, and he should lose a few pounds as well. Yeah, and get a little bit uglier.
Oh, very good. Jesper, has there been anything that I didn't ask you about the album or the band or anything you wanted to put out here that we missed? The floor is yours for the moment to talk to.
No, I think you covered it all. And thank you for a great interview. It was a blast. And I'm really looking forward to hear what you think about the new album. I'm really looking forward to that.
I will definitely let you know. Once again, the band is Velvet Insane. The album is Rock and Roll Glitter, coming out on Sound Pollution Records July 16th. Check out the band's Facebook page for a link to buy it. That limited gold vinyl sounds really, really cool. We've been chatting with Jesper Lindgren, and I appreciate your time very, very much, Jesper.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.